Hey everybody, welcome into the Arena Productions. I'm your host Expat, and we have another review episode of Twisted Metal, episode 3 here. So basically this means, and the Law 1. So of course this is going to be a spoiler-filled episode. Everything that I'm going to be talking about in my review here is going to have spoilers throughout. So if you've not seen the episode, or the rest of the series of Twisted Metal, please go and check it out and then come back and enjoy this review video. So with that said, that's your spoiler warning. So let's go ahead and get into the recap and review of this episode, which was another great episode. So we start with a flashback 2002. It seems like Stone is a security shopping mall guard, and all hell starts to break loose. All of of course, the internet and everything. You see money coming out of the ATMs and NASA's, and the aircraft's coming down. You see this NASA wing that had blown off, or actually took off someone's leg here in the mall parking lot. So anyway, all hell's breaking loose, and Stone starts to freak out here, and we get the Twisted Metal logo here at the beginning of the episode. So then we get back to the regular timeline, and of course, the end of the last episode, Shepard there. He's got quiet, and he's looking at the brand that he had put on her. And then they're taken into Hoover Dam, and what looks like a Department of Motor Vehicles, a revamped version. You see open road license application here. And so that was kind of interesting. And then you see them being lined up and taken down this line. You see this red line, and basically the red line means they're going to exterminate them. But anyway, you see Mike and Stu there giving the loser sign, and they're going through, of course, Anthony Mackie, just a great performance again, going through his car and checking out, and they find the map to New Chicago. And so, of course, he's sitting there with Quiet, and they're getting ready to be interrogated. And you start to see them open up to each other a little more in this episode. But anyway, Stone is here. And then, of course, we get the reuniting between him and Quiet. And then Quiet gives him the spit in the face. And then Shepard punches her. And it's interesting how she says to Stone, "You couldn't even do it." So we go back to this flashback of Stone back in 2002, and it seems like all of the community has just forgotten what the law is, and of course they steal his weapons, and they give him the butt across the nose there, and that's where he has the scar from. But anyway, so we're getting more of the interrogation, and we see Mike and Stu here, and they're giving them all these papers to fill out. And it's like all the loud music they're playing here, and the music is so great in this episode again as well. And then the room where they're giving them the spray and the mace in the eyes and stuff, and of course Quiet's like FUCKU. I thought that was really cool. So yeah, just just the interrogation techniques here. I mean, oh man, and the waterboarding, of course, in 2002, obviously with the war in Iraq and all. Of course, the waterboarding with the terrorists in Afghanistan and all. And so Stone, he probably remembers all of that was going on back then, so uses that interrogation tactic. But obviously, it's not working. And then we go another flashback, and we get another community member here, and he's trying to get Agent Stone to help out. And then we get back to, of course, John Doe and Quiet, and they're opening up to each other more. And of course, John Doe's finding out about her brother, and then of course he talks about that he has no memories of his family and all. And so getting to understand each other more. And so then they're going down the red line, and Stu has to take them down. And it's interesting how they're marched down, and basically it's like being told to jump off into Hoover Dam there, and they're not going to do it. And Stu, obviously, morally, he's not going to kill them, and you can see that they know he's not going to do it, and so he just gives in and starts to join them. And Quiet, she finds her brother's jacket there, and she's out for retribution, obviously. And so we get this last flashback here where we go back to Agent Stone, as the security guard, and he goes in, and these community members had stolen or taken some food. That was the last amount of food. And then he was chastised by the community members and made fun of, and that just set him off, and he like blows everybody away. And then he sees, it looks like the child's doll and child's foot there, and little shoe. And then he sets off, he snaps basically. So then we get back to the regular timeline, and of course Agent Stone's office, and look who's in there, Shepard, and he's jacking off with himself looking at a manga. And Quiet has the gun, and she is going to finish the job. Boy, oh boy, yeah, she's going to do it. And she puts the gun to his head, and you think she's going to blow his head off. And then she just like stares at him there, and then just starts pounding away and just basically crushes his skull. I mean, and you see the manga that he was looking at as he was jacking off there. But I mean, she finishes the job, and she gets her retribution there. But she's still after Stone, and she finds the map of where he has gone to. Looks like the headquarters is in Topeka, Kansas, And so then she gets back with Stu and with John, and they got to get the car started. But then Stu gets left behind because he gets knocked out from the back, part of the car. And so they're like getting away, and Stu is on the ground there, and they're not going to go back for him because Mike and the others are there, and they apprehend Stu, and we don't know what's going to happen to Stu in the next episode, but it doesn't look good for him. And then, of course, at the end, Quiet talking about her brother, and that they had thought of a place, which she says to, of course, John, that it's Topeka, and that she would like to be taken there as, of course, John is on his way to New Chicago. So anyway, another great episode. I really, really enjoyed it. I mean, Anthony Mackie is awesome in this. Thomas Hayden Church is really good as well in this. But I'm really enjoying the character of Quiet, of course. Stephanie Beatrice is awesome as Quiet. But really looking forward to doing more of the episodes for you. So if you like this video, please be sure to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell for when we drop a new episode here on the Arena Productions. So I've been your host, Expat, and I hope you enjoyed this review and recap of the episode. And I'm looking forward to doing episode 4 for you soon. So take care, everyone. Peace out.